ready. Dímelo, Joey.
Dímelo, papá, ¿todo
¿Qué
bien?
hay? Todo tranquilo. ¿Estamos ready?
Estamos ready, estamos ready.
Perfecto. Cuéntame, ¿cómo has estado, Joey? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué viste este fin de semana? Dímelo, Osboy. Saludos. Cuéntame.
No, fíjate, hubieron peleas buenas. Yo ahora mismo lo que estoy es más impresionado por la plataforma nueva que está trabajando con The Zone, que se me olvida, empieza con U, pero se me olvida el nombre, ven.
Ajá.
Tremenda plataforma, y uno de los peleadores que me destacó mucho ahí fue el joven David López, que es el
Ajá.
más joven que tiene Floyd, que se
Ajá.
destacó muy bien, tiene muy buena defensa, se sabe mover, manejar muy bien.
Ay, o sea que hay mucho talento ahora nuevo subiendo en el boxeo, lo que es bueno, porque estamos viendo jóvenes que son las estrellas del futuro, como quien dice, como dice Ghostboy por ahí. Hay rumores de un Shakur contra Frank Martin en negociaciones. Interesante, pero hoy tenemos unos temas. Vamos a hablar de esos temas quizás un poquito, pero hoy tenemos sorpresa para ustedes, ¿verdad, Joey?
Eso es así, tenemos muchas sorpresas.
Ok, perfecto, perfecto, vamos para allá. David es un caballo desde bebé, nos dice Ghostboy.
No, eso sí, ese es un animal, tenía un récord aficionado más o menos como el mío. Él terminó con 45 ganadas aficionadas y 5 perdidas. Yo terminé 46 ganadas, 6 perdidas en aficionados. Pero la diferencia de él es que a David López cayó en un tema de los World Conference, que llegó a pelear en los mundiales,
Ok,
aficionadamente.
ok, wow, para que tú veas, son cosas que uno no sabe y es bueno siempre uno enterarse de todo esto que está pasando, de todo esto que sale. Vamos a ver, ya yo creo que tenemos los invitados de nosotros de hoy por ahí, ya les envié el request.
Eso es así.
Vamos a ver si pueden entrar por ahí. Vamos a hablar un poquito de la carrera de Joey. Hello, saludos.
Saludos.
Pura. ¿Me escuchan bien? Do you hear me good?
Yes.
I'm good. I hear you.
Okay. Hi, Shane. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being with us today. It's an honor for us to be
Man, thank you.
with your
Thank you.
So thank you very much for taking the time to be with us and to speak a little bit about this word that we love so much, that is the sport of boxing.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Of course. Dímelo, Gura, ¿me escucha?
Hey, ¿qué pasó, hermano? ¿Cómo están? Aquí con frío. Yo, champ, what's up? It's a pleasure, bro, for real.
What's going on, brother?
Duro. Joey, me gustaría que tú, como tú eres el que nos linkeaste con Shane, más o menos arranque, nos digas las temáticas que vamos a estar tocando hoy, y seguirlo por ahí, así en bilingüe, entre inglés y español.
No, eso es así, bueno, para mí esto de Puerto Rico, no la leyenda, la leyenda, MOSLEY, tremenda calibre, ha visto como es que no se va a morir lejos de lo que hace el padre. My boy Shane Jr., son of a legend, guys. You already know he's out here. Guys, not just that, but I'm actually five, you know, under of Devin Haney when he's on Illinois, and I'm telling you, he moves just like his dad. So everybody that's tuning in, go ahead and give him a follow, guys.
Of course. Well, Shane, like I said, it's a pleasure to have you here. And first of all, I would like to know, when can we see you back in the ring? Do you have any dates yet? Are you in negotiations? What can you tell us about your future?
Yeah, man, we're in negotiations. Hopefully we get a fight, end of October, early November. So I'll be sure to let you guys know. I want to get closer and closer to that championship. If it's the idea that we're talking about, It'll be for the WBA Eliminator,
Okay.
or WBA like minor title, and who has that is none other than Erislandy Lara. So, so I would love to fight Erislandy Lara. Erislandy Lara is supposed to fight Danny Garcia. So even that fight for me, I would love to fight the legend though. Like I mean, if I want to be a legend, I want to fight the legend. So I would love to fight Erislandy Lara. I think that's the best fight. And nobody calls that guy out because he's a legend.
Of course.
And he's great.
He's like the boogeyman.
But if I want to be a legend, you know, you got to go for the legend, right? So that's what I want.
Yeah, totally.
Of course. Vamos a traducir rápido esa respuesta antes de seguir con las preguntas. Le estábamos preguntando a Shane cuándo podría volver al ring. Entonces nos estaba comentando que le gustaría volver entre octubre y noviembre, posiblemente una pelea eliminatoria por el título del WBA de la AMB, de la cual el campeón es Erislandy Lara, y dice que es una pelea que le gustaría mucho, que a pesar de que Erislandy Lara es un tipo válido por mucho, él reconoce que en esos retos es que está la oportunidad de ser grande y va tras eso. Zumben ustedes por ahí, ¿qué otra preguntita tienen ahí para Shane?
Yo, I think it's very important to say that we need to give Shane props because, like he said, and we all know. I mean, Lara, it's a guy that nobody wants to fight, and people always tell that Lara is boring and all this and all that. But at the end of the day, it's a big challenge. Lara is a big challenge, and he wants to step up in the ring with him. And man, I mean, bro, I mean that's great. I mean,
yeah.
Thank you. I mean, a lot of people thought Lara beat Canelo, which I thought Lara beat Canelo.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, he's a great champion, probably one of the best ever from Cuba. So, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what you got to do. When you want to be that guy, you got to beat the guys. So, you know, that's the guy in my weight class, and I would love to fight him.
And I can definitely tell you, because I've been in Ismael Tales's gym. You know, I sparred Gamboa. I've sparred Ugas and a whole bunch like Francis Bartholomew. A lot of these Cuban champions that are coming up, you know, that are already established. And I do believe you have what it takes to beat Lara. Lara is definitely a crafty boxer, but you're also a crafty boxer. So, you know, it's coming from a legendary aspect, you know, because I'm Felix Trinidad's nephew, just like your Sugar Shane Mosley's son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got this you, and I can definitely respect that, you know, because you're like me, bro. I don't care who it is, when
Right.
make the call, and make it happen, you know.
That's right.
No, definitivo, definitely. And also I would like to talk to you because, of course, you're the son of a legend, and that I think it takes its toll on you. I think. Do you feel like a pressure in your career just because you're the son of the legend Shane Mosley? Do you feel that still to this day?
I used to feel it when I was a bit younger. I'm a little bit older now. Like I'm 32 years old, so I'm a grown man. I'm 9 years a pro. You know what I mean? So when I was younger, it really did affect me. But later on in my life, I definitely gained an appreciation for it and learned to like love it. And you know what I mean? And not to compare myself. That's not for me to do. That's what for me to do is to do my best and fight my hardest and get the most I can out of this opportunity. And then later on down the line, when it's all said and done, I can measure up, you know what I mean? We can, you know, say who was better or whatever the case is. But, you know, when I get to a world championship, my dad never had 4 losses before he got to a world championship. My plan is to become undisputed middleweight champion. My dad never became undisputed. Right. So, and, you know, after I get a belt, I want to get all of them. You know what I mean? Like nobody's done that in a while since I think it was not Bernard Hopkins, Chad. I think it was Chad Dawson. Or had undisputed at 160. And you know, I want to become, you know, undisputed. So that's my goal.
Ok, ahí le preguntamos a Shane sobre si sentía algún tipo de presión ser hijo de una leyenda como lo de Shane Mosley. Entonces nos comenta que no, que lo sintió un poquito más al principio de su carrera, pero que a los 32 años ya lleva 9 años en el juego, ya sabe cómo se menea esto y en realidad él solamente busca hacer su propia carrera y al final, si tiene que compararse con su papá o decir quién era mejor uno que el otro, pues que sería al final de su carrera, pero que en este momento de su carrera no piensa en eso y no siente esa presión. Zumba, Joey, que sé que tienes algo ahí.
Eso es algo que estaba diciendo que antes mi papá se hiciera campeón del mundo. Mi papá nos tuvo 4 peleas. O sea que ya lo puede pasar en la carrera, le pasó. Ahora lo único que se puede hacer es para de los me quedo porque la gente de Josué Vargas agarró mi top. Ok, ahora mismo el Pausa tampoco me contestó, Pedraza tampoco. El único que puede decir que tiene los cojones para de verdad darme la cara fue Adorno, que me contestó los mensajes. Like I was saying, the worst thing that could have happened to you, bro, already happened, which was the 4 losses. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's only up from here, bro. It's coming from me. I got 1 loss in my record, but I've been avoided, bro, by Josué Vargas. I've been avoided, bro, by Bausa, Pedraza, and answer. The only one that I can give props to, that was the man. And what actually responded to me, bro, was definitely Joseph Adorno. And that fight will definitely happen at 140 at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely going underground.
Of course, a Joey nos dice que él está retando a todos los 140 que están por ahí, pero que el único que le contestó el reto y que está puesto para la pelea es Adorno y que él sabe que es una pelea que va a venir pronto en el futuro. Dura, zumba.
I think this is this with Shane and his dad. I think it's very likely or look like Creed, you know, the movie, because Adonis is trying to make his own name, his own legacy. And when he was talking about that, I remember Creed because I'm a big fan of Creed. I'm a very big fan of Creed. And yeah, like Joey said, I mean, you already lost, and it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I mean, at least for me, I have like my own philosophy. You don't lost, you win. You are a winner because or you win or you learn. And learn, I think, is very important and most important that to win a fight, you know. So that's what makes you a better fighter, a better human being, and puts you in a position or in a journey, in a track. You know, I don't know how you guys wanna see it in that road to become a champion. And I think that's the best for you, bro, for real.
Of course. Also, I think that the people love an underdog, you know, and the fact that you have those 4 losses, if you achieve to be a world champion, the people will appreciate you more than other prospects that were taking careful steps in their careers because they saw you struggle, they saw your problems, and they saw you get better until you achieve what you wanted to achieve.
Right. Absolutely. One of my favorite guys was Gabriel Rosado.
Oh,
love him, man. I love him. And I got a chance to share the ring with him, and he was incredible. And I love his mindset, and I love the fact that he was just always believed that he can be a world champion. The guy has many losses, but only lost to the best guys. You know what I mean? He's lost to the top guys, the prospects, the champions. You know what I mean? And so it was really cool to like see his philosophy and see, you know, like the type of man he was, and I love that. And like I look up to him because I'm in a similar place. You know what I mean? And I believe that I'm going to be a world champion as well. You know what I mean? And then keep on, you know, going and moving forward and keep on fighting. And, you know what I mean? I think this whole, like, you know, undefeated shit needs to go, man. Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't make you a great fighter. Just because you haven't lost doesn't make you a great fighter. You know what I mean? What makes you a great fighter is what you do with those fights and your performances and your mindset and what you had to overcome. And, you know what I mean? I believe, you know, Floyd wasn't just his undefeated record because he did have to overcome some adversity. He did have to change in those fights where were tough, even like the one with my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had to overcome some stuff. You know what I mean? He had to win. So that's what makes him a great champion. But the best, you know what I mean? He has his claim for sure. Definitely, 100%. But is he the best? I think we can all debate on that. You know what I mean? There's a lot
Yeah.
of guys that has their claim on debate. I mean, claim on
The best.
the best. But for him to put that culture out there, to say like, I'm undefeated, that's why I'm the best, or I'm undefeated, that's why you should watch me, I think is wrong to give these boxers out there. Because now it's like Instagram, that you feel like you can't put out a bad picture, you can't put out a bad video, you can't, everything that you post has to be the best stuff ever. And honestly, that's not real life. People, you know what I mean? I may have a day that I'm not looking so great. I might have a day I don't look so good. And that's fine. That doesn't define my whole life. That doesn't define my whole career. I just may have had a bad day. And so if you keep it that way, then yes, you deserve to be, looked at that way. But if you change it, if you're overcoming, if you're constantly getting better, it doesn't matter what age, what time, that's all that counts.
Ahí Shane nos dice una realidad, que es que
Definitely.
fue un gran boxeador, pero la realidad es que se creó esta cultura de que teníamos que estar invictos, de que el cero era lo más que importaba, y que incluso Floyd con su cero, con su invicto, pasó problemas, y que la realidad es que esa cultura de estar invicto se tiene que ir, además de que es algo que eso ayuda a que los mejores enfrenten a los mejores, porque si no hay miedo, ese miedo de terror, de perder el invicto, los mejores pueden enfrentar a los mejores y podemos ver los mejores combates, definitivamente. Es un bayo, güey.
And that's one of the things you said, Shane. And that's why I respect what your dad's doing. Your dad's working with Logan and Jake Paul, because they're trying to switch the culture, and that's what they're trying to do. Because it's like this, Floyd got into that whole under, everybody stopped avoiding fighting. Man, let's talk about Pacquiao. Pacquiao early year, 7-fight loss. Bernard Hopkins lost his first fight as a professional, but we're talking about legends here.
Right.
We're talking about fighters.
Marquez. Also Marquez.
Right.
My uncle, they took L's, they still kept going, still some of the greatest fighters in history. People still watch them to this day on YouTube. They watch their fights. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what before it was more about the title and being the world champion. Now it's more about the money, because there's promoters out there willing to pay $25 million. Look at Ryan Garcia. Never fought for a world title in his life. Never had a world title, and yet made $30 million fighting with Tank Davis. All props to him. He's making his money, bro, but come on now, never fought for a world title making that type of money when you got world champions that aren't even known by people and are only making like $200,000, maybe $100,000 sometimes, bro. Like, I know a lot of people like Felix Alvarado from Nicaragua, his brother Alvarado. A lot of these guys, bro, they're making grabs when it's world champion. They're not known. So I like what Jay and Logan are doing, because of the that the power away motors are monopolizing. Because who am I to tell you how much you're worth as a fighter? I'm nobody, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you and me go in that ring, we're the ones getting. We can't let promoters tell us what we're worth. We're the ones making all the promoters don't make no money.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's true. I think it's a cultural change needs to happen in the sport, because I really don't know who to blame, because you got the promoters, but also the fans see a fighter that just lost and they like eliminate him from their minds. Like, he doesn't he's not worth anymore. So it needs to change. Gura,
Yeah.
por ahí.
Talking about that, I think it's a culture theme, and I think it's more like, it's kind of complicated, because I do believe that most of it Hispanic people, we've been watching soap operas, telenovelas since we're kids, and I think that gets you in our mind, and we are very passionate. We're very passionate, and even more in sports, and also in boxing. And what you say, Alec, that when a fighter lost, it's like, nah, I don't want him anymore. I don't care about him. But look at this. Spence just lost. I mean, in a bad way. We all saw what happened with Spence, and I was hoping to people in social media treat him like you said, Alex, like we don't care about him. He needs to retire, and it wasn't like that. People was like, oh my God, Spence, you're a hero. And when you see that, I was like, why we spend but these guys are like that. But when another fighter lost, the people treat them like a piece of shit, you know. And I don't get that because they both are fighters. They need respect. I mean, they're risking their lives in a ring, and it's like, come on, why is one good and the other one is bad? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I think that maybe it's because Spence, it's a guy that anyone, any person can deny that he has taken risk in his career. You know, he has faced Sean Porter, he lost to Terence Crawford, so he's fighting the best of the best, and I think that that's something that Shane talked about before. If you're fighting with good people, with good rivals, like the Gabriel Rosado case, the losses don't matter as much because the people respect you. The people know who you're losing to. But if you're one, I don't like to use this term, but okay, cherry picker, you're a cherry picker, and you lose to a guy that's supposed to be a cherry, then you're in trouble with the fans.
Right.
Because
Well, the same thing
happened sometimes.
The same happened with Danny Garcia. Everybody calls Danny Garcia, I think, till this day, she's a cherry picker. And I don't know. In my opinion, Danny has fought very good, decent people. I don't know. In my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I think he's fought good people, but maybe, you know, they feel like he should have fought more of the champions, kind of like how Earl Spence has fought all the champions and, you know, stuff like that. So, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Ahí más o menos para hacer un pequeño resumen, hablamos mucho, pero un pequeño resumen, estamos hablando de lo que son las derrotas en el boxeo y de lo importante que es enfrentar buena oposición, porque si tú caes derrotado ante buena oposición, como fue el caso de Errol Spence contra Terence Crawford, la gente, a pesar de que tú pierdes, te respeta más y te ayuda. Son incluso derrotas que aumentan tu valor a los ojos del público. Shane, I wanted to ask you, your father practiced this sport for his whole life, and he knows how this moves. When you talk to him about you becoming a pro fighter, what was his perception of this, his opinion? How did he take it?
Well, he let me know first. He said, listen, if you're going to do this, you got to take it seriously, because we don't play boxing because you can die. Like, literally, that was the first conversation we had. Like, listen, you could die. Like, you know, I know that you see all of this pretty stuff. You see, you know, we get world championships. You see us in a nice house. But just know, like, you can get really badly hurt. And I want you to understand the responsibility that you have and that you're taking on. So if you're going to do it to the best of your ability. And we don't just do it to participate. We do it to be the best, right? And so, with that being said, that's what happened. That's what I've been on since.
Did he ever like told you, like, you know, you're my son, you better represent in that ring. You can do, you have to do good in the ring. Did he ever told you something like that?
Well, I mean, my dad was never like, you know, you gotta, you know, represent me, but it was, I think his way of telling me to do that was, you know, if you're gonna do this, you got to do it to be the best, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was more so like a family thing. Like, it was more so like, hey, if you're gonna do this, you got to do this to the best of your ability, right? And I think he knew that you know, that was that, you know.
No, I definitely understand that. That's what my uncle told me. Is like life. I'm playing with you.
Right.
It's either career, you don't have to know whole thing with people for a long time. That's when he got on me. He really like a lot of him, you know, and it's sad, you know, my mis condolencias para la familia de Richard siempre, you know, my condolences to the family. But it's all love, man. We know what we sign up for when we get in the sport, we get in the ring. You know, last time I talked to your dad, Shane, was in 2017 at the WBC amateur tournament when I won the WBC tournament. And he told me something interesting that I never knew that my uncle never told me actually, was that your dad and him were negotiating with Don King trying to make a fight happen when he was moving up in super middleweight. So that would have been the fight I remember telling me about. That would have been definitely a fight. Got two of the fighters, man, nothing but love, bro, because I'm going to be honest, your dad reminds me a lot of Pernell Whitaker. The way he boxes, the way he moves, man. You remind me a lot of Pernell Whitaker. And I love the way your dad fought, man. But my uncle has more like of a Alexis or Wayo type of style, like come forward, let's brawl. You know what I mean? So,
man, that left hook was a man. He was gonna rip your neck off with that thing. Boy. He was trying to take your neck off with that thing. Yeah. That thing, he was on that back toe and just about to slap that.
like a dragon.
Man, he probably had the best left hook in boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not too many people that had a better left hook than him, man.
It was his signature.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So your dad left Fernando Vargas a lot worse than my uncle did. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I would have loved to see the fight. My dad told me about that. He said actually what happened was because Winky Wright fought my dad and they fought for the second time. If my dad would have won that fight, he actually would have fought your uncle.
Okay.
So because right after that fight, Winky Wright fought your uncle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if my dad would have won that fight, he would have fought your uncle. But truth be told, my dad didn't even have to fight Winky Wright. He didn't. My dad was just impatient and didn't want to wait for your uncle. So he was like, all right, I'll take a fight. In the meantime, I'll fight Winky Wright. He can't beat me, blah, 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 right? And then ends up fighting, Winky Wright and loses. And then so he has to wait and fight there. And then, obviously the winner was going to fight, your uncle. But, it is what it is. It didn't turn out that way, But I wish you would have just waited and fought your uncle. It'd been a better, in my opinion, it would have been a better fight. You know what I mean?
Been a fight to this day would have been talked about, bro.
Yeah, man, that to me was one that my dad left on the table that he should have fought. There's a couple of them that I wish he would have fought. I wish he would have fought Costa as well. Costa is another one I wish he would have fought. That would have been a great one at 140. And then Zab Judah would have been another great one. But my dad, you can't complain. He fought everybody and their mama. So yeah.
I love the training camp you have around you, bro. Like I know Bones for a fact, bro. Bones, I call him Mr. Clean. He's funny, bro. I love Bones, bro, but he's definitely a tough trainer. Not a very technical trainer, but he's more of a physical.
Right.
He's very technical. He's more about footwork. And then I see you working with your dad on your stick, your counter shots too. Bro, you got a great team around you, bro. You got all the pieces to the puzzle. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, man, I'm trying to put it together. Like I said, I want to be undisputed, baby.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm not playing with it. I'm about to be undisputed. I need to tell my dad. Yeah, when did you get undisputed, huh? Let me know when you got undisputed. I even told him, I was like, yeah, I'm about to get undisputed. He was like, all right, it's hard. I was like, I know.
Hey, this is one thing, bro. I'm Christian, bro. Faith without works is dead. So as long as you believe, bro, you keep God first. And not just that, put action behind your faith, bro, it's going to happen, bro. You know what I mean? Just speak it into existence. Every day you're in the gym. Bro, Salas will tell you, Salas used to get annoyed with me because I'd be in the ring shadow boxing. I'd be like, and the new WBC champion of the world, de Cupe Alto, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
el hijo.
Yeah.
Borrero, bro. And then he'd be annoyed. I'd be like, hey, bro, you got to speak it into existence. But you got to believe
Absolutely.
it, bro. And the fact that you're speaking it, you're talking it, you're confident about it, bro, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to get there, bro. So definitely just keep pushing, man.
We'll do.
Amen. I mean, that's a great message. I mean, it's very inspiring. Me in another sport, I really believe that 100% because it's real. It's real, man. You need to visualize. You need to believe in yourself. That's the first thing. Believe in yourself because maybe I think that you have a good environment. You have a great team. You have a lot of people that trust you, that believes in you, that helps you. But if you're not believing yourself 100%, you're wasting your time. And you're wasting other people's time. And I play basketball. Boxing is very, very hard. I mean, like I said, I play basketball. You guys don't play boxing, you know? So I really admire, I admire you guys because what you do. I mean, right now I'm here playing in Argentina, and I visit some boxing gyms, and the way that those guys work, train, fight, I mean, it's another level. It's crazy. It's crazy because sometimes I think like, I don't train, I don't work. I mean, I'm just playing. These guys literally kill themselves in that ring. I mean, trying to get away, to cut weight. Come on, bro. Yeah. It's not easy. That's why I really support you guys, and I'm taking this time to recognize you, to give you props, because what you do, it's not gonna change if you have a loss or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10. We talk about Gabi Rosado. I mean, he's like in my country, in Venezuela. Well, I think in most of Hispanic countries we said campeón del pueblo. You know, yeah. People's champ. Yep. Because it doesn't matter if you have a crown. I forgot how to say it in English. The belt. Mm-hmm. You know. You're people's champ. I think that's very, very important, and that's more relevant.
Yeah, he's like Rocky. In my opinion, he's like the Puerto Rican Rocky,
you see?
Man. Like
Creed, Rocky. Come on, bro.
Yeah, man, he is.
We all love Adonis. I mean, great character.
It was funny actually because when I fought Gabe Rosado. Stitch Duran, you know, the cut man Stitch Duran was in my corner, and it was so funny because Stitch was in Adonis's corner, like for the Creed fight when he fought Gabe Rosado in the movie. So he was
Leo Esperino.
Yeah, so funny. So he was like, this is my second
I'm a big fan, bro.
Yeah, he said this is the second win against him. So like he was like, you're the real life Creed, and I played you know, the cut man in the movie. He said, so I got 2 wins on him now. So yeah.
Hey, we got a message down here. Let's see it. It's been in the comments. It says, Joey, we're gonna make what happen with you and my fighter Josue Vargas in November. Hey, bro, bring it on, man.
Let's get it.
Bring it on. I was ready for that, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
That's a great
yes,
fight.
Sir, yes, sir.
Una buena pelea, Joey, de verdad.
Yeah.
And then you can get Adorno. And then you can go and get Adorno.
Sir, yes. Now we definitely we're moving forward, bro. We doing the right things. You know what I mean? So.
Of course.
I just got excited right now. You have no idea.
I noticed in your eyes the fire.
Shane,
both of you guys are Puerto Rican, right?
I'm Puerto Rican.
No. Josue is Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, Josue's Puerto
Rican. Yeah.
So it'll be a Puerto Rican battle, man. You gotta have it in Puerto Rican. Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
That's a Puerto Rican tournament that they're going to do at 140.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can sell out the Choliseo.
What were you gonna say? One of you guys was gonna ask.
Oh yeah, I have a question. I have a question for you because now we're talking about names. Do you have a special name or a special fight that you want to have in a couple of years, or maybe next year, a special guy, a special name, a fight? I don't know.
I mean, I think for me, the name that stands out is Lara. He's the legend in my weight division, right? Like out of all the champions right now, he's the only one we can call like a legend, right? You know, obviously there's Charlo, there's Caballo. I can't think of his name right now, his actual name, but I know. Yeah, Adames. We got Janabek, and then
very good.
and then that other German guy who just beat yeah.
Oh yeah, I know him, but I forgot his name. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, anyways, out of all four of those guys, the only legend, you know what I mean? Well, all five of those guys, the only legend is Lara. So like, why not beat him, right? So like, if I can get that fight, cool. And then after that, I want to clear out the division. You know what I mean? I want them all. Why not?
Shane, how do you, in your case, when you got defeated, how do you recover your confidence? Because I think that it maybe affect you a little bit, but then how do you keep having the faith and the confidence that you will get what you want?
Yeah, man, just belief in God, belief that it'll turn around. Just belief, man. Like really, like it just is like, look, this is what I'm gonna do. Like my dad used to always tell me, like, there's no plan B, man. Like this is just this way. You know what I mean? Like if you only believe, like look, like that's the only way out, right there. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get to that door because I gotta get out of here. Like that's the way that I see it. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I may lose, I may get knocked down. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get back up, dust myself off, and head to that door.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like that's the only way out.
No other option.
There's no other option, man. So like you just keep on going, and you keep on you see what you have to do. You know who I got to put in place. I got to have my dad here. I got to take advice from him. I need to get a strength and conditioning coach, whatever the case is, whatever, or whether it's work on your mind. You know what I mean? I have a mental coach, a guy that literally helps me, with my mental, like, my mind state. I got a whole bunch of people behind me, just to help get me to that point. You know what I mean? I believe in God, go to church, you know what I mean? Like, I like everything, man. So it's like, I have a whole team behind me that nobody else sees. And, you get that, and you keep on gathering yourself as a man, and you keep on growing and get closer to that door, and then eventually get out that door, and then, make something of it.
No, man, I definitely, that's one thing I know about you, and I know Mike. Mike Lenardi, I was actually going to work with Mike. They were interested in working with me when I was in Vegas. Things didn't work out, but at the end of the day, bro, you definitely got a great team. Mike and them, they're really good people, bro. And they're looking for the best interest in you, and I believe that too, especially with your dad, bro. You know what I mean? You have the privilege of being trained by your dad. I wish I lived in Puerto Rico and I was able to be trained by my uncle. I had to move when I was 15, but it's part of the sport, bro. I'm still making it happen. I can't pick up on the street. But the fact that you got that much game with you and that much knowledge that they're giving you, bro, it's all proud, bro, because if your dad was great, you're going to be even greater.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
Man, that's right. And you mentioned something very important, that's mental health, especially in boxing, because nowadays, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think that nowadays to fighters, it's very complicated to give away a loss. I mean, to move forward from a loss. Maybe these fighters can get into depression or something like that, and to have a mindset like, okay, this is part of the game, it's part of the business. I mean, this is not the the end of my career. I can move forward. I can even get better. I mean, that's very, very important to know. And then that a boxer, a fighter like you said that very calm, very normal, like, it's okay, I lost, but I'm still on the road to my dreams. I want to be a world champion and undisputed. It's like, it's a message to those behind you, like, come on guys, it's not the end of the world. Just keep working, have a good team, and someone, especially someone that with you can talk, with you can talk, with you can have that confidence and talk about anything that most of the times you won't talk to anyone. It's very important, mental health, especially in boxing, I think.
Absolutely. I think a good philosophy to have is a very stoic philosophy when it comes to results, right? Because when it comes to results in any shape or form, there's no situation that's good or bad, right? Like, if I lose, it's not good or bad. If I win, it's not good or bad. It's, what am I trying to get to? Like, what is my goal? Like, what am I trying to achieve overall? How am I trying to make myself better? And am I going towards that goal all the time? Because I can win a game or win a fight, and that doesn't mean the next fight that means anything. Because if I don't do anything to improve myself, and if I don't do anything to better my mindset, if I don't do anything to better myself, then that win was nothing. That win means nothing. But if I take that win and I go, you know what? I didn't like the way I looked right here. Yes, I won, but I didn't like that, right? I'm gonna move forward. And the thing with losses that make that better is because it really makes you look at what went wrong, right? Yeah. But you should be doing that no matter. You should be doing, like, looking and analyzing yourself and watching film and analyzing how you can make yourself better all of the time. There should never be a point that you're not looking at yourself and going, hey, how can I better myself? How can I make this improve, or make some changes in my mind, or changes in my camp, changes in my environment, changes in how can I be a better man? How can I be a better person? All of these things, because all these things count. Everything that you do as a man, you take inside the ring, or everything you do as a person, you take inside the ring, right? So with that being said, I think you really, really should be looking at these situations as not good or bad. You should be looking at these things as holistic. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to achieve? And how do I get closer to that every single time? And you'll eliminate this feeling of judgment, because when we go, this was good, this was bad, you then have judgment on everything. But if you just look, that's my goal, I'm trying to get there, what do I got to do to get there? You eliminate all those things. And of course, that's a very, very, very hard thing to do, to be like, man, taking these bad days and going, yeah, it don't matter. What am I trying to get to? You know what I mean? That's a very, very hard thing to do, right? It's like, dang, man, like, I put this thing up and I thought it was gonna be great, and like I only got like 5 likes. It's like, shoot. You know what I mean? But hey, it don't really matter. You know what I mean? Because what am I trying to do? What am I trying to relate to the world? Right? Hey, this is what I'm trying to relay. And the next one, hopefully they come around and we'll get it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's how you gotta look at things, and I feel like that will help you.
Oh, no.
Se cayó el pod. Para ir recapitulando un poquito de lo que nos ha dicho Shane nos está hablando de algo bien interesante, que nos dice que hay que tener una mirada estoica en muchos de los resultados de nuestra vida. No podemos juzgar las cosas, sino que simplemente hacer lo que tenemos que hacer, y si nos sale bien, perfecto, si nos sale mal, perfecto también, pero siempre ir evaluando, tengamos victorias o derrotas, ir evaluándonos y seguir mejorando continuamente sin juzgar los resultados, sino simplemente aprender y seguir mirando la meta. ¿Qué más tiene por ahí, señor Joey?
No, pues sí, vamos a hablar un poquito de aquí de las cosas que something that you said, Shane, and it reminded me of what Andre Ward says. Andre Ward, one thing that got to me is when he said, okay, your coach shouldn't be telling you, take it easy at the gym or anything. Your coach should be telling you, hey man, you're gonna hurt yourself, bro. You better stop. He should be pulling you back from training. He shouldn't be like, hey bro, you don't need to be on telling you, hey bro, you need to work harder, bro. Hey, you need to run. But one thing that you said, bro, a lot of us fighters, because I went through the same thing not too long ago when I lost my last fight, bro. It's you don't learn from those losses until you lose. That's when you realize, you know what? I gotta fix something. I gotta change everything that I did wrong. What did I not do in training camp that I thought that I was doing right, but I wasn't? You know, and that's when you gotta start searching. See if it's your coach, see if it's your work ethic, see what it is, you know. But it also takes a man to learn that, because it's not easy, bro. When I lost my first fight, and I'm not afraid to say it, bro, like I cried, bro. To me, my whole world was over, because the whole thing with I was comparing myself to Floyd, to all these other undefeated prospects, but their story is not my story. You know what I mean? My story is my story, and I believe, bro, I'm just like you with your dad. I'm like that with my uncle. My uncle was 3-time world champion in Puerto Rico, 3 different divisions. Cool. I want to be 4 division champion. I want to be better than Miguel Cotto, who achieved that. You know what I mean? But you gotta set the goals up high in order to reach that, bro. And a lot of people won't reach that because they're afraid to set the goals that high, because they feel like if they don't get to that goal, that they failed everybody. And that's why you don't set goals. You set, how do you call it? You set an objective. It's an objective, because if you don't make it, you won't feel bummed out. You won't burn yourself out. You feel like, oh, you know what? I didn't hit the objective, but that doesn't mean that I can't hit my other ones. You know what I mean? But if you set a goal, a lot of people, when they set goals, they set their expectations high. And once they don't make those expectations, just like they let themselves down, they let everybody else down, because people that were looking forward, like, oh man, he said he was gonna do this and he didn't do it. Now you turn your fans into haters, low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Dura, va por ahí.
No, well, I think this is a great conversation so far, because I don't know if the principal thing was to give a lot of advices to people, but I mean, it's been great so far. Shane, I want to ask you something. Now that at this point at your career, I mean, do you have, like, you already said that your main goal is to become a disputed champion, but like Joey says something very important, and it's a very important goal for him. He wants to be better than his uncle. He wants to write his own story, his own legacy, and that's very, very important. I mean, a lot of respect for that. But in your case, a big goal for you is to be better than your father, or it's not on your plans?
You know, I don't think that needs to be my plan. Like that's not my plan per se, right?
Okay.
My plan right now is to do it, right? And if that adds up, and later on, when all the chips settle, I'm not fighting no more. He's not fighting no more. Then we can have that talk, right?
Okay.
But I have to do it first, right? Because if I'm looking to do that, I'm not worrying about the steps ahead. And I think that for me is the most important thing right now, is to make sure that one foot is going in front of the other, and me getting to that championship, and then me getting to the next championship, and the next one, and the next one. And then later on I can be like, yeah, I gotcha. Right? I gotta get there first. If I'm worried about that end, you know what I mean, I may or may not. And I think that was the one good thing he had said, like, right, the objective is to do that, right? Of course, that can be goal, objective, however you want to look at it. I think the objective is really a good way to look at it, because you don't put so much like I gotta get my goal, all right? But that objective is like every day my objective is to get here. And then if you get there, you feel better because like you didn't put so much pressure on yourself. But when the goal,
Yeah.
my goal is this. Everybody sets goals like in the beginning of the year, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like halfway through, that goal is gone. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So with that being said, if you don't put so much pressure on it and you kind of make it a little bit more like palatable, I think it could be better for you. So I agree with that, the objectives. And so that's my objective is just to get to that first one, then set the next one and get to the next one. And then hopefully I can, stack my chips up to being there.
Of course.
Okay. So at the end of the day, I think it would be even healthier if people, if the fans are the ones that talk about that, make take that debate or analysis opinion, when you get to become undisputed, people like can say like, okay, who was the better, because nowadays with the social media, the fans love to do that. Who's the GOAT? Who's not the GOAT? Top 5, top 10,
Hey, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Shane, I wanted to ask you because I sometimes when I get the opportunity to talk to guys like you, like Joey, professional boxers, I like to ask you this question. When you're in the locker room, you know that when you're in the back and you hear all the noise from the arena and you got sometimes another boxer right beside you doing the pass, heading up to the fight, what goes through your mind? How's that heart bumping? How is the overall feeling before a fight when you're getting your hand wraps or something?
Just trying to stay calm, man. Really, I like to do my breathing exercises. I like to pray and staying calm, man. Because I think the worst thing you can do is get overly excited in the locker room. You know what I mean? And really allow that to distract you, right? You think about, things that are going to help you stay focused on what you need to accomplish and really just ground yourself in that, right? Try to just, calm, because, you need that fire. That fire is important. That those nerves, that scaredness, that stuff that's in your stomach. I don't care who they are, and maybe there's some people out there, they must be unicorns because, every single fight I've ever had, even sparring sessions, I get nervous, right? Because at the end of the day, anything could happen, bro. Like anything can happen. I've seen guys get knocked out. I've seen guys have to go to the hospital in sparring. I've seen them I've seen a guy die at one of my dad's fights. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of the guys on his undercard actually died. You know what I mean? Like, this is an unforgiving sport, man. Like, anything could happen, and you could literally lose your life. So you most definitely better be nervous.
Bro,
you most definitely better be
gladiators, bro. That's it. We're modern day.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So I have every right to be nervous. I have every right to be scared, right? But just like fire, you can take fire and burn the whole house down, or you can take that same fire and make food and make warmth and make all of these things for yourself, right? So you have to do that and think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna use this to help me. I'm gonna use this because I'm going to let it power me to beat this guy and to not let him outthink me, outpunch me, outwork me, right? I'm going to use what I have inside of me to beat him. So I definitely feel like being able to settle that calmness, remember what your coaches said, remember what the game plan is, remember what you have to do, and take that in there and unleash it when the time comes. So, I feel like for people when they get nervous or you getting anxious and stuff like that, accept everything that's going on, accept all those feelings, and try to use that to the best of your ability to get that win.
Well, not just that. One thing that I feel, and it helps me a lot, when I feel nervous in a fight, my head movement is impeccable, bro. Because That nervousness is you not trying to get hit, bro. Them 8-ounce gloves, bro, they something else. I'll tell you that much. I don't care. You would not have power, bro. The guy could not have any power. He hit you, bro. You feel like somebody threw a rock at you, dog. Straight up.
Shane, you're always, from what I've seen in other interviews of you, you're always like smart, dude. You know what I mean? Like you have all this knowledge, and you're a young person. How do you collect all these teachings, if that's a word, if all these things? How do you acquire that and apply them in your life, in your career, and overall in your whole life?
I just try to learn from everybody, learn from every interaction that I have. And even if that interaction means to not talk to that person no more, right? You just learn from everybody and you continue to grow, continue to make yourself better. And, you know, I like to think that I use them. So I try to make sure that I'm learning from everybody and every experience, because the better I become, the better fighter I will be, the better man I'll be. And it just continues to help grow myself. So, yeah, I'm gonna take that into consideration.
That's good.
Yo, I was gonna invite. Actually, we put I'm in the same influencer group as your dad, and I'm doing another influencer group. It's called my boxing influencer group. Basically, bro, to push out content. Same thing that they do, bro. Whenever you post something, we all go comment, we all go like. I want to invite you, bro, definitely to come into the group, bro. Definitely is going to help us, you know, put ourselves out there, because one thing that I like about Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they're not fighters. Not fighters at all, but what did they do? They use your social media influence as leverage. And now, bro, they're the head of a promotional company. Who else has ever done that? You know what I mean?
Yep, 100%.
Sí. Gura, no sé si tienes algo más por ahí.
Yeah, I think I have a question, because like you see, Shane, we all from Puerto Rico. Well, I'm not from Puerto Rico, but I'm a Boricua from my heart. I'm a Boricua from the bottom of my heart. I'm a Boricua from the bottom of my heart. Would you like to fight in Puerto Rico?
Of course, I would love to. That'd be incredible, bro. I would love to.
It will be great, to be honest with you. I mean, I think it would be great. The environment. I mean, I talked to Alex someday about that. I never visit Puerto Rico. I never been there, but I think Puerto Rico is kind of magic. And in boxing, sports, especially boxing, I think it's awesome. And to see a person like you, a fighter like you, boxing over there, I mean, it will be great. It will be great. I can imagine the environment.
Of course.
Yeah.
We have boxing in our blood, you know. We love boxing, and we love our all boxers. We really just love the sport as a whole. So I will be glad that you had that opportunity someday near in the future to fight here.
I want to ask you guys, top 5 Puerto Rican boxers of all time. Top five.
Me gusta. ¿Quién empieza? ¿Quién empieza? Tú empiezas, Joey.
Papi, Tito Miguel Cotto, Wilfredo Benítez, Wilfredo Gómez, Iván Calderón.
Diantre, ok. Yo creo que Tito, Miguel Cotto, Wilfredo Gómez, Benítez, and the last one, I want to go with one different from Joey. Let me think a moment. I don't know. I think maybe Ivan's great. Ivan's a great fighter, but to pick another one, I can tell you, I don't know. I like from this era. This one, I will choose him because to me, he was a warrior in modern day. So I like the Macho Camacho is good. I saw in the comments, but in this era, I like the fights of Juanma Lopez. I love his fights. Either win, lose, anything. His fights were worse. So I would like to mention him.
Great. I mean, in my opinion, Tito, number one, Cotto, Gomez, Benitez, I think. And number 5, I have to go with my boy, Joey. I said it, Joey.
Ahí está. Duro. Brutal. ¿Qué más tienen por ahí, Joey?
I would say the same. No offense, Joey. I would probably have to go with Juanma.
Yeah.
Juanma.
Yeah, Juanma.
I like Juanma.
So for number 5.
I like my name being up there, you know what I mean? But I still haven't accomplished great. I got the heart, bro. I always say at the heart of
Great. Well, I don't know if you has Pura.
I gotta get going, fellas.
Yeah.
I gotta get going, but I really appreciate this. This was great. We gotta do it again.
No,
sure.
Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much.
Thank
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Bueno, gente, ahí lo tuvieron. Sugar, Shane Mosley Jr. Joey, de verdad que 1.000.000 de gracias por hacernos esa conexión allá, Dura. Nos trajeron invitados de lujo hoy.
No, hermano. Yo no sé ni qué decir, porque cada vez que hacemos uno, bien, o sea, vamos como que en ascenso, vamos
escalando niveles, qué duro.
El próximo se parece Cotto, de repente, y un coño,
Yo no sé,
Cotto.
Yo no lo vería mucho en Instagram, no tendría mucha fe, pero uno nunca sabe.
No, uno nunca sabe. Así ha pasado desde que empezamos, por eso te digo. A lo mejor el próximo parece Cotto, que ese sí va a estar difícil que responda.
Sí.
Ese sí va a estar difícil que, coño, hay que trabajar.
Mira lo que he hecho hasta ahora con los posts. Con los posts que yo les di a ustedes, vamos a llamar a ciertas personas, vamos a ver si responden. Han respondido, vaya. Recuérdate, el poder del social media es ilimitado ahora mismo. So, de que se puede hacer, nada más hay que tener fe y...
Así es.
Quiero traer la Flair, a ver si puedo venir. Voy a empezar a hablar con pares de amigos míos, incluso con Ugá y con Rancel Calení también, que son amigos míos que no afuera, ¿me entiendes? A los 3 con el podcast me sería muy bueno porque también podemos incluir lo que dicen que es la cultura cubana del boxeo y podemos debatir lo que es el boxeo puertorriqueño con el boxeo cubano, ¿me entiendes? Porque eso dicen que hay un dicho que se dice en Puerto Rico, se dice en Cuba, que dicen que el puertorriqueño y el cubano son 2 alas de un ángel.
Cierto. Sí.
Y también el boxeo, pues, son el boxeo, pues, son los mejores boxeadores técnicos que hay en el cubano.
Definitivo.
Sí, es así.
Definitivo. Bueno, antes de irnos, porque vi que lo pusieron mucho en los comentarios, yo vi esto desde temprano hoy.
Una bomba, hermano, eso es una bomba.
Yo vi esto desde temprano hoy en Twitter y yo, eso fue...
Mira, se me cae. Yo tengo el corazón roto. Yo estaba aquí, estábamos hablando y a mí se me rompió el corazón.
Para que no digan que no lo mencionamos, lo voy a mencionar.
No.
Pura. Tú sabes de esto de noticias, de reportajes y cosas serias. Yo lo voy a reportar como rumor. ¿Está bien?
Yo creo que es lo mejor.
Hay un rumor, porque no tengo ningún tipo de evidencia. Estos son rumores que yo vi y ahora la gente aquí en los comentarios se dice que aparentemente Alicia Warner dio positivo a sustancias prohibidas. Aparente y alegadamente, no por mí, sino por los de Twitter, por los reporteros de Twitter que están activos siempre. Esperemos que no sea verdad.
Coño, por favor, Dios mío.
Si no, si es positivo, se nos cae un pilar ahí y
Se nos cae un ídolo, una futura novia, no, se nos cae todo.
no, y esta muchacha, y Micaela Meyer se va a dejar sentir. Micaela Meyer se la va a dejar caer en las redes, así que yo espero que sea falso, pero tenemos que estar bien pendientes a todo eso. Vamos a orar.
Mira,
Hay canales el auténtico cuando se retire y hacer podcast y todo eso, mi gente aquí no escucharon, se va a meter a Matchmaker.
Eso viene, eso es lo próximo. Eso es lo próximo, ya lo estoy buscando cómo colarme por ahí poco a poco.
Duro, hermano, duro. No, mira, ojalá que sea mentira. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Yo ahorita ya mismo me voy a poner a averiguar. Y yo creo que Amandita Serrano, que Baumgartner la retó en la última pelea que tuvo. Yo creo que Amandita no creo que tenga necesidad ni de hablar,
No,
ni decir nada. Ya no.
nah.
Porque si esto es positivo, lo que Micaela va a decir, con eso basta.
Sí,
Con eso basta.
sí.
Con eso basta.
Y de hecho,
Y sería...
ajá.
Ujú. Dime, hermano, dime.
Yo, obviamente, esto no tiene nada que ver con esto, pero cuando Micaela y Alicia pelearon, yo era team Micaela, Lo digo desde ahora, por si acaso. Yo no estoy diciendo que es verdad, pero por si acaso, yo era team Micaela, porque la primera pelea que yo cubrí, escúchate esto, cura, yo había ido ya a pelear antes, pero la primera pelea que a mí me dieron los press credentials fue en California, la de Micaela Meyer contra Jennifer Ham. Así que yo era team Micaela contra cualquiera, menos con Amanda, menos si peleaba con Amanda. Pero vamos a ver, yo espero que esto sea falso.
Yo voy a averiguar y te dejo saber cualquier cosita, les aviso, porque esto sí coño, no me esperaba esto. De verdad que no me lo esperaba. Por lo que hablamos la otra vez, lo que representa ella, Baumgartner hoy en día, en el boxeo femenino, venía haciendo bien las cosas. O sea, no te voy a decir que estaba abriendo nuevos mercados, pero estaba haciendo notar el boxeo dentro y fuera del ring, el femenino, pues me refiero. Y que pase esto, hermano, de comprobarse que es cierto, que es positivo, es un retroceso. O sea, y me disculpan la expresión, pero te cagas de una manera en el trabajo que viene haciendo Amanda, Katy Taylor, Cameron, McCaskill, Meyer también. O sea, te cagas. Porque ¿qué va a decir el fanático que no es racional? No sirve el boxeo femenino, ¿para qué voy a ver eso?
Tacho. Es como quien dice lo que hizo Margarito a Cotto. Lo que le hizo Margarito a Cotto es el mismo ejemplo, pero estamos poniendo sustancias ahora. En vez de yeso, una sustancia. ¿Me entiendes? Y algo, llegando a este punto, fue algo que me gustó que dijo Mike Tyson en un podcast. Él dijo, los peleadores que se meten esteroides para pelear, uno está poniendo, como dijo Jim Morley, está poniendo su vida. O sea que si uno da positivo a test de droga después de una pelea o en preparación, brother, te tienen que poner attempted murder, porque estás atentando contra la vida de una persona, ¿me entiendes? Porque tú no sabes si esa persona tiene la familia, va a estar bien, brother. No todo fue con las vidas de las personas, ¿me entiendes? Yo como peleador no le tengo miedo a nadie, pero si yo me entero que ando con alguien y la persona ganando más mi droga, eso conmigo no se va a sentir bien, ¿me entiendes?
Claro.
Como peleador con el público, y no, como de esto, brother, eso es algo que ustedes me dijeron ahora mismo que me asombró, me quedo yo stupefied, porque no sabía eso.
Eso no se esperaba, de verdad, eso es una noticia bien devastadora, porque no había ni rumores, digo, por lo menos de afuera, yo nunca vi nada que indicara que ese era el caso. Sería bien.
No, igual yo no vi nada, o sea, no una noticia, vi un tweet esta mañana, valga la redundancia, en Twitter, pero no le tomé mayor atención. O sea, para mí fue como cualquier cosa, pero si se comprueba, como te dije, o sea, te cagaste en el trabajo arduo que vienen haciendo las otras chicas para tener notoriedad. O sea, te cagas, fíjate esta contraparte, la revancha de Amanda, que ganó contra Heather Hardy, el discurso que dio en el post pelea en el ring, con Hardy, las dos llorando de emoción. O sea, todo eso tan bonito, que eso le llega al fanático y el fanático dice, coño, hay que, mira este boxeo femenino también, hay que apoyarlo, hay que verlo. Entonces viene esta pana, suponiendo que sea verdad, te cagaste en todo eso. Porque no todo el mundo va a tener, y lo digo de la manera bien humilde, no todo el mundo tiene la capacidad de raciocinio del boxeo como nosotros tres, de como que, bueno, sí, pero eso fue ella, no quiere decir que el resto sea así. Entonces,
Ayer yo admiraba, brother, que yo hacía mucho sparring con él, que a mí mucha gente no lo sabe. Yo cuando estaba ayudando a Linares lo ayudó para 3 campamentos de pelea, a Jorge Linares. Lo ayudé para uno de los campamentos que hizo cuando se estaba preparando con Loma. Lo ayudé para el campamento cuando subió a 140 a pelear con
Cano.
Cano, con César Cano. Y después, anteriormente, lo ayudé para Luke Campbell. En los 3 campamentos hizo bien. En el último que hice con él, con César Cano, me querían filmar Seiken con la compañía que estaban allá en Japón. Como yo hablo japonés también, querían que yo filmara con ellos y me querían llevar para allá. Entonces, en ese tiempo yo decidí no, porque mi mujer estaba embarazada. Pero yo le mandé un mensaje de él, bro, vamos a trabajar juntos. Me ha dicho que no. Pero un quote que siempre me llega al corazón cuando yo pienso en él, bro. Work hard until your idols become your rivals. Papi, terminando con Josué Vargas, olvídate, si tiene Adorno, y si Adorno no llega, olvídate, vamos a irnos con Linares antes que se retire.
Yeah, rayo, yo, güey. Con la leyenda Linares leyenda.
Bien.
Vamos para encima, yo, güey, vamos para encima.
Sí.
Qué bueno. Mira, haciendo un paréntesis.
Ya, chicos, yo sí me tengo que despedir porque con esa noticia tengo que ponerme a buscar, tengo que ponerme a averiguar y todo eso.
Te iba a decir que en Twitter no he visto una fuente de las fuentes que tú sabes que son las que son, ninguna lo ha colocado. Son gente que ninguna fuente grande lo ha puesto, ni Coppinger, ni Michael Benson, ninguno de ellos, pero...
Ni nada de eso tampoco.
¿Qué?
Ni en YouTube tampoco han hablado de eso.
No sé, no he buscado, pero Gura, síguelo para allá para que...
Sí, voy a estar vuelta. Muchachos, buenas noches, gracias por todo y bueno, hasta la próxima oportunidad. Cuídense mucho.
Dale. Bueno, Joey, ¿qué pasa? ¿Estás ready, papito? ¿Estás en boca de todo el mundo? ¿Estás haciendo ruido? Me gusta lo que estás haciendo.
Es que tenemos que hacer algo porque es algo que dijo Shane, que tocó Shane. Y es que, mira, el peleador ahora mismo, como tiene perdidas, la gente lo mira y dice, contra, este tipo no sirve. Pero no es porque el peleador no es que no sirve, el peleador es bueno, pero hay mucha política en este deporte. Hay muchas cosas que pasan, brother. A mí, yo peleo en 140, a mí me bajaron a 135 para esta pelea, ni que íbamos a pelear cashweight. Llegando al pesar, el tipo llega a 138. Llegué a 136, yo estaba drenado, brother, me metí 20 minutos en el sauna, ni una gota de sudor. Yo estaba drenado. Y eso cuando pasa, brother, te fastidia como peleador. Y eso es lo que la gente no ve, ¿me entiende? Que en este deporte hay muchas cosas detrás que están pasando que afectan al peleador. Yo te puedo decir que yo he visto algunas peleas que Shane ha perdido. Y te digo, no todas han sido una pérdida que fue asquerosa o algo así, ¿me entiendes?
Claro.
Que de su parte puede irse 50-50, podría haber sido empate, brother, pero es parte del deporte, ¿me entiendes?
Sí, es parte de esto. Es parte de esto, pero vamos a seguir pendiente a todo lo que esté pasando, señor Joey. De verdad que el live de hoy durísimo. Ya tú sabes, tenemos que seguir de vez en cuando mandando este contenido duro para la gente. So, nada, vamos a estar pendientes.
Pero aquí tú tuviste el chance de verlo primero, que Josué Vargas ya me dijo noviembre, ya me dijeron. Así que, gente, lo escucharon primero aquí con el Auténtico. Así que cualquier cosa, cualquier noticia, estén pendientes. Lo más seguro también lo pongamos a él conmigo en un cara a cara aquí en un podcast. So, vamos a ver qué vamos a hacer, mi gente.
Seguro que sí, gente. Se me cuidan. Joey, gracias. Y ya tú sabes.
Ahí.
Amén.
Dale.